is Seth McDonald.
My name is Kevin Murphy.
Chris King.
My name is Malcolm Roberts.
And we play in Small Paul.
It's hard.
Maybe like, and we are Small Paul.
Small Paul is a band that we started during the COVID shutdown, and something to keep our sanity. And it was something to, we couldn't play music, and so at shows. So we were able to be productive down here in the basement.
Coming to jam even before we were Small Paul, before we had a name on it, was definitely something that was just got me through the week. Look forward to it.
I'd say that's this being in Small Paul is a really kind of comforting thing, because it is like we're all contributing to the song, and sometimes when you're a sole songwriter, the band can get that pressure to come up with something fresh and pretty heavy. So having everybody that's already a songwriter and has something to bring to the table and is in a positive fashion, it's really nice to have around.
People struggle with mental health as it is, and musicians are very oftentimes sensitive, and people think that artists make records because they're troubled or damaged, but it's actually it's like in spite of that. A lot of times making art can be how you process and understand what you're going through, and you don't even always know it until a little bit after, but the art helps, but it's just a small part of it, of the person. My experience of playing around 21 years or so, there's not a lot of conversation that's had, but I'd say when I first started getting involved, you just never really went there or talked about it or had resources for it.
I think resources is something I think about too. As musicians, paying rent can be pretty month to month. Things like doctor's appointments, dentist, all that kind of come at a far second as far as what we can afford. Getting health insurance as a musician usually isn't really a thing. I definitely think lack of resources and access really plays into mental health as well. Having Sonic Guild and Smash in Seattle, I think, is kind of the blueprint of what you would hope every city could have moving forward, and I think it is a huge step forward for musicians in their mental health, the sustainability of their career, having music be a viable option for them to continue to pursue. And I hope that the models that Smash and Sonic Guild have put in place get mirrored around the country and ideally around the world. We had an album done, but really had drained the bank account to make that album. I'm talking like $0 in the bank account. And so we were kind of sitting with an album, but no real idea of how we were going to put it out with lack of funds. And so it just kind of paved a road for us to be able to do this music justice.
Yeah, you can suddenly make some steps forward and float this stuff out into the universe, and then turn around and make another record. And hopefully that allows you better opportunity, more people to hear you, and you can put yourself in a position to make more music that people might appreciate.
Definitely a big game changer, that grant.
Yeah.
And we couldn't be more thankful for sure. And I think drink tickets are definitely the one thing they give you for free at a show, when you show up as a band. So it's like,
And you end up paying for that
okay,
later.
I'll take that. And then you pay for it.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of careers where they'll offer you the option of drink tickets with pay.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, it's usually out of yours.
Check or...
Well, it's not only do you pay for it out of your pay that night, but you will pay for it later in life if you always use the drink tickets.
Guaranteed. I have definitely got caught up in the lifestyle myself, and stigma of being a rock and roller, and I've even noticed kind of the younger generation, it seems like they're drinking less, doing less drugs, and their head's at more of where the art's at, and I think that's something to strive for. And you can have mental health and be a rock and roller. There's both sides, so let the art reign.
Another way to look at it too is often people talk about, with the romanticizing of it, they talk about the records that were made in a certain way under the influence, but as I've gotten older, I just think a lot more about all the records that weren't made it's always going to be a thing. But as long as we have resources and we are communicating and having a dialogue about it, you know, it gives everyone a fighting chance.
We've lost a lot of people over the years, and it's been tough. The music community like relies on everybody participating in it to survive, essentially. So it is on ourselves to kind of like be there for each other, to have like an open ear and an open heart to, you know, either receive somebody's like mental health struggles, or, you know, to ask out of concern, you know, for somebody's potential mental health struggles. But just know that people are out there that have been there, been where you are, and also that there are resources available for you.
Good tip is to check out the Smash website for your mental health.
Honestly, it's probably one of the greatest benefits I've had, because it's how I got into therapy initially, and I've been in therapy ever since, and I highly recommend it. Like, it has helped me, and it's just like made me a better musician. It's allowed me to participate in music more. It's allowed me to participate in the music community more. I've got a lot more useful tools to help take care of that stuff and help me along the way, and so I don't have to rely on booze or cigarettes to calm my anxiety down, essentially. Just actually hit a year of sobriety yesterday.
I've also used therapy, and it was an outlet for me to start using therapy because it wasn't something that I was willing to do on my own. But
Yeah, actually, I went to my first therapy session ever early in the pandemic because of Smash. And it was like shortly after my grandma died, who was like my real mom. And it just came at such a crucial time. And also, I didn't have a job at the time. And so the price at which Smash was able to subsidize the therapy session made it very accessible. And I think otherwise I still wouldn't have gone, even in moments of despair. And so really grateful for that.
A Miner for a Dream is a song. For me, it was kind of processing. I'd gone through some dark mental health times in the years past, and it was kind of coming out of that and feeling this optimism of just, you know, prioritizing the things that are gonna build me up and keep me on the straight and narrow. A lot of the themes on the record are like that. The name of the album is Come Alive and Live Again, and it's kind of thematically about that, coming out and trying to work through the dark, and a lot of the lyrics reflect that.
Miner for a Dream is definitely a testament to, I think, this whole band and kind of like all of our journeys of, you know, getting sober in our own ways and kind of meeting each other in the middle there in songwriting and in lifestyle. When we were forming this band, I think this song is really, you know, kind of touches on a lot of that, and it touches on, you know, the struggle of an artist trying to make it and trying to figure their journey out. And, you know, I think a lot of it for me is about, you know, accepting that this might take a lifetime, but
You know, it's something that I've like talking to younger artists too about pursuing music is like your definition of success can have a lot of an effect on your mental health. Like we'd all love to like quit our jobs and play music for people. I'm like, we'll make more songs. Having done this for like 21 years, it's like it's just a constant like ebb and flow. And as long as you focus your feelings on that joy and the creation of it, and you float it out into the universe, it's always, from my experience, it's always been this like you'll just be surprised what happens, and that's all you should be like concerned about. You should just keep all your love and joy in the creative process. But if you are really focused on this idea of success and fame and accolades and all that, you're gonna struggle. It's gonna be really hard. Just pull back a little bit. Like ambition is great, but don't beat yourself up. It's this weird, delicate like tightrope of being an artist and creating, and and staying on that kind of path and listening to your gut.
Yeah. I think there's definitely a magic in acceptance in where you're at with your art, and yeah, just seeing where that path takes you, not forcing the funk.
Hiding in an ocean, buried in the sand, combing through the darkness, reaching out your hand. Whoa. Diamonds down the highway. I'm a miner for a dream. It's a straight line I'm on. Fuel for the fire, there's work to be done. Down low, slow down, dry out. Calm the waves of the water before you're overrun. Then she came on, as bright as the sun, cast a shadows on everyone. We just laughed in oblivion, 'cause we was consumed by a megaton. It's medicine for the shape I'm in, and your love was like oxygen. So stick around, don't rest in doubt. Gather your strength and the strength somehow. Then she came on, bright as the sun, casting shadows on everyone. We just laughed into oblivion, 'cause we was consumed by a megaton. Black hole, whoa, spiraling through the darkness, whoa, to the great unknown, whoa, whoa. Chasing the diamonds down the highway.